Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you're listening from. My name's Emily Kiley. I'm originally from Bedford, New York, and I moved from there when I was a teenager up to Massachusetts to study at Stonehill College and studied French there. So glad to have you listening today. My road to admissions is kind of a fun one. I actually was asked to work in my high school admissions office in 10th grade. So pretty much I have never left working in admissions. From high school, I went on to study at Stonehill College, and then after graduating from there, I worked for them on the road for the fall following my graduation. And then from there, I got my first adult job at Fisher College. Then from there on to Emmanuel, then on to Regis as my first director position, Regis College. And then from there, I moved on to Tufts University School of Medicine. And I worked for the public health and professional degree programs, managing physician assistant, doctor in physical therapy, master in biomedical sciences, MD MPH, MD MBA, among other programs. And I'm currently working in high school admissions now. So this is where my story is pausing for the time being, and just always have enjoyed along the way working with high school students, college students, and graduate students. So it's always a joy to see them move on towards their goals. In terms of when I coach a student, I really like to build rapport, especially in the beginning, because I think that that's going to be really helpful to the student and to his or her family to get a comfort level in working and moving towards the goals that that particular student has. I love having our master tracker that we have in place for each student that we work with that really is a guide of curriculum, so to speak, that takes you along the way and helps you get to the end result that you're looking for. A lot of emails back and forth, which is really helpful because that can get you to me in a faster way, I think, than anything else. And just really providing support along the way in a collaborative way and kind of in a consultative way. So that's how I like to work with my students. One of the things I find most rewarding working with students through the admissions process is the success that they find at the end. So one vision literally that comes to mind is when I worked at Tufts School of Medicine and the public health and professional degree programs was the students in the Master in Biomedical Science program coming to me and saying, "Hey Emily, I got into such and such university," or "Hey Emily, I got into this one." And just a wonderful reward for them, and then for me to hear about it at the end of their journey in a program that's at the graduate level, it's really less than a year. So to see them come in and have such success so quickly and the smile on their face is kind of priceless. So that's one of the things that I enjoy most about working with students. The biggest tip I have for students starting out on their college path is to really plan ahead. It's one of the biggest processes that you're going to go through, and potentially for some, maybe one of the most overwhelming. So if you can sit down and really make a plan of how you're going to go through it, kind of map out, how you're going to maybe spend your summer starting to work on essays, for instance, the schools that you would want to visit, the teachers that you're going to think about having write letters for you, I think that will serve you well and pay dividends in the end, and will make the situation a little bit less stressful for you, and you'll feel really good about it in the end too, because you went about it in a very thoughtful way.